Have you ever started the year with a lot of excitement and motivation only to lose momentum in a few weeks or even a few days? Like today, it's January 3rd, 2025, and over half the people who have made New Year's resolutions have already failed. Now, it's not the lack of motivation, it's setting a plan. This year, we're gonna do things a lot different. I'm gonna show you what success looks like by building a roadmap to success and how to get your plan into motion and how it can transform your 2025 finally. Starting strong is great, but what happens when life gets messy? A roadmap is your guiding light. It's not just about having goals, it's about how you get there. Think of it this way. You wouldn't go on a road trip without a GPS, right? The same goes for your life and your goals. Without a roadmap, you're just aimlessly driving anywhere and expecting it to be great. Today, we're gonna be breaking it down into 3 parts. Super easy for this roadmap. Number 1, mindset. Number 2, vision and purpose. And number 3, setting a rhythm. Everything starts with mindset. Before you even begin to plan anything, you need to believe in the success that you're going to achieve. Now, this may seem some psychobabble stuff about mindset, it's just about positivity, but really it's about resilience. It's about knowing the fact that things will happen and you will have challenges along the way and you will have the ability to face them head on. In the United States military, mindset is a non-negotiable. They operate with clarity and confidence, knowing their mission, no matter how difficult it is, it's going to be achievable. This is the level of belief that everyone should carry in their personal lives. Now, here's an example in my career. In my career so far, there have been multiple times where I had just countless hours and days of just challenges over and over. But the fact is that the mindset that I carry and the mindset that you should carry as well is something that needs to be there no matter what, to believe that you will get it done. Once you have your mindset in place, it's time for your mission, your goal. What is the purpose of your mission? What is the purpose of the goal? What are you chasing? How are you going to do it? Without clarity, it's easy to get distracted or give up when things get tough. Now, here's how you can craft your vision and purpose. So we'll start off with this. Number 1, start with your why. Why do you want to achieve this? Why do you want to achieve this goal? Why is it important to you? Now, take that idea and think of it, let's stretch it out. Now think long term. Where do you want to be with this goal in 5 years, 10 years, and 20 years? Will it matter then? If it doesn't matter then, think about how can you refine that goal? And lastly, with vision and purpose, you want to align it with your values. Now, it's really broad to say values and what are your values are. So I'm going to give you an example. Here are my core values, and I'll talk about this more later on too. My 3 core values are leadership, strategy, and creativity. If my goals don't align with those 3 core values, then that's a goal that I'm probably going to readjust or reframe it in such a way that it's going to be towards that. But now that you defined your mission and now that you have created that vision and purpose, now it's time to set that rhythm. Rhythm is like a system in place. This is the things that you do daily. This is the things that you do constantly that take incremental steps that get you towards that direction, towards the waypoint of where you want to accomplish this goal. Now, you may do it all the time. You might even be doing it right now, but that's the whole purpose. You want to recognize even the things that you're doing right now are helping you achieve your goal, because that's 1, it's motivation, and 2, if you don't have it, this is a great start. So this is how you set up your rhythm. This is how you set up a small system. 1, morning routines. Everyone talks about on YouTube. Here's the difference between here and everybody else. Morning routines doesn't necessarily have to be goal aligned. It just needs to get you going. Now, I'm going to give you an example from my morning routine. Every morning, no matter what, rain or shine, tired or whatever, I try and make sure I accomplish these things. Number 1, I take time to myself and I go into prayer and I make sure that that is an important thing in my life. I want to make sure that's there. It kind of sets my intention throughout the day. With that, I journal. I do about 1 page a day. And with that journal, I'm going to show you right here. this is my journal. I'm already about this far into this year, or for not into this year, but for starting a new journal. But this is what I do every morning. I reflect, it gets me going. I think about my goals then. And then I go right into reading a book. I try to do about 1 or 2 pages, or I try to do 5 minutes. But these are the things that get me going for my morning routine. Everyone has a morning routine, and depending on what you do, you're usually up in the morning and you're already working out. But I typically like to start my day with 3 things. I read, I write, and I make sure that I get my mind right. Another way of creating good rhythm is tracking your progress. Now, you can track your progress with so many things out there. There's apps and AIs that I'd love to suggest to you guys. Just let me know in the comments below if you guys want to see what apps I use. But here's a good thing. Take that journal that you have, take that planner, and just jot down the things that you've done each day. Now, you may record it just with a piece of paper or with a little bubble, but it tracks your progress. It may seem incremental. You may even seem that you might forget about it, but you're tracking the progress, and that's a rhythm you want to keep. Lastly, you want to adjust. And this has to be part of your rhythm. You can't just set things in stone and expect it will be the only way, the only path. Create a rhythm, see what works for you, and adjust from there. You might not be a morning person. You might not be a morning person like me. You might be more of a nighttime or a night owl. That is okay. That's the part where you need to figure out where you're at. That way you can achieve your goals based on all the things that you already exist. And let me tell you, you have all the necessary tools right now to get your goals done. You just need to figure out what rhythm that is, and you go with that rhythm. You go with that flow. Your roadmap is your guide. And I don't want to see you fail in 2025 on the 3rd day or on the 2nd week because you had all the motivation in the world, and then something happened or a challenge came up, or you even probably got sick along the way because it's, temperature changes and seasons and everything, and then you just fall apart. No, take that roadmap, let it be your guide. This is something that I can take for you. Remember, try to get that vision. Try to get the vision and purpose with that mission down, and then create the rhythm. It may not take a day, it may not even take 2 days, but you'll figure out the rhythm no matter what. This is just the beginning. Next time, we'll dive deeper into creating these systems, and I'll show you how to create that success goals in a more fine-tuned way. If this resonates with you, please tell me below. What is the one goal that you're going to try to accomplish this year in 2025? What's your roadmap? Plan it out. It's 3 simple answers. What's your mission? What's your vision and purpose? And how you're going to break that down. Let's make 2025 the year that we stop hoping and start doing.